being all professional here and everything.
My cards.
It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here today to bring your tarot and oracle reading. I'm doing the tarot, and my special guest, Fiona Waddell, is bringing you your oracle reading today. Fiona, I met on the Western Canada tour with the psychic group I was with, and out on tour there. And she was often my neighbor at a table, or sometimes way yonder over on the other side, and I'd have to sneak around, go visit her. I'd sneak around.
But you're supposed to be at our table.
Yes. So anyway, we found out also that we're kind of neighbors. She lives in the next village to Kingston,
I love that she's in the next village.
She lives in the next village, eh? So anyway, we thought, why don't we do some videos together? So we're putting out some this week. We have some time free and we're going to do it. So here we are, Cancer. We're here to do Cancer. I don't know. Ooh, these cards are jumping. Geez, part of me wants to take them. And I was just about to grab them and do, the Cancer. I haven't had to do that much this time. I'm going to take them. They want to come. They want to come. Let's see what we got for you. I put them so far away. They're like way over there. I was noticing in the camera view. I'm like, wow, my cards are like way over there. What am I doing? I'm going to get closer to you. All right. So what do we have here? What do we have? What do we have?
Oh my gosh.
Wow. A lot of hierarchy here. Whoo. Oh. Wow. Cancer. Well, I'm wondering if you've met someone. I'm wondering if you've met a fire sign, actually, or you've been introduced through a fire sign. This could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It really looks like Leo. We got the lion heads on the side of the chair here. Could be a Leo female or male. Could be any fire sign. But this is someone, and you see fire and water getting together quite often. It's a common combination. But I think this is a romantic union because we have the King and Queen of Cups here. Okay. And this is the couple. This is the power couple in the emotions. This person can bring you out of your shell. There's just a natural connection between you two. You see eye to eye, okay? And you also could be quite different, one being fire and one being water. In this case, opposites attract. Opposites attract. So this could be Leo, could be even Sag, because sometimes you see Sag and Cancer because you're so close to the gem, getting together. But anyway, you see them as your queen or king, your match. All right. Okay, so there is something ending for you, something you're cutting away in your life, and it could be a skill that you had probably went to school for, you could train to do, you could have mastered this skill, and now you don't want to do it, or you want to cut something out of your life that I feel you had mastered in some way. Okay, you're ready to move into a new direction. Don't forget, you're the magician, right? You're very skilled person. It may not be a skill actually that you're cutting away. It could be the devil that you're trying to cut out of your life. And the devil is something that you're enslaved to. Okay. So this could be addiction. This could be, because addiction can be a lot of things: food, sex, gambling, exercise. We can be addicted to, anything you do too much of anything is not good. So anyway, the thing is, and this could be also getting in your own head. We can be a devil to ourselves and really crucify ourselves, really be our own worst enemy. You know how you have the devil and the angel on your shoulder, and if we listen to this devil too much, they can get us and lead us into trouble. The whatever you're trying to get away from, because I think you are trying to get away from the devil, but I think it's really hard for you. It could be from something from the past, something that some sort of trauma that it helps you cope. Maybe the devil helps you cope, or you think it does. You know, the devil tricks us, okay? The thing is the devil is keeping you from your rightful path. It's pulled you off the path just enough that you're delayed from what you should be doing. And you've got something good going on. There's good potential for an amazing relationship, true love, you know, companionship here. But there's something you're fighting off, all right? I feel like you have I have a feeling you have really good energy or good friends, good people around you. Maybe I feel like it's family, to tell you the truth, possibly your mother, sisters, maybe something like that, brothers, grounded energy. And this is also what you need in your life. You need more grounding right now. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who takes care of themselves, and they know their worth. They appreciate themselves. They also like the finer things in life. They like to you might start treating yourself, you know, maybe this is how this all began though. So be careful with what kind of treats you treat yourself with. It's true. It's true. You know, this is how this could begin, but these treats are different. They're not those kind of treats. These treats are when you go and take that 15-minute rest. These treats are when you give your body good food. Instead of ordering pizza every day, you're having some meat and potatoes and vegetables, or you're having some salad, some raw vegetables, some fruit, whatever it is, you know, you're bringing some balance into your life, okay? What you need to know is that you are the magician, Cancer. You are very multi-skilled, very resourceful person, you know, and I think that you absorb information and skills. You're the kind of person that can watch someone do something and know how to do it, like hands-on kind of thing, I see, eh? And I also think you're listening to the wrong people. Okay, like whoever is in your devil crowd, who's ever in that crowd, you're listening to the wrong people. Okay, there are the right people are coming into your life. Good influences are coming into your life, and I see you. Um, I see you leading by example, actually, in the days to come, is what I want to tell you. I think I see you leading by example. I see people watching what you do, because Cancer, somehow, sometimes you can make things look easy because you don't make a big fuss about things you do and stuff like that. And so you make it look smooth and easy, and people are impressed and want to do what you do. But I think I can see you leading by example, but you've got to conquer this devil. You're almost there. You know, you're almost there. You've been there a while, is what I feel, in that devil energy, whatever it is for you. Okay. And I see you just about at the end where you're saying, you know, I want change in my life. I'm done with it. I'm done as sitting in this stagnant, you know, You're ready for the change. You've known it for a long time. You're smarter than this. You've known it for a long time. But now I think you're actually starting to make the change. This may come through a healer type person. You know, you may meet someone who just says a few things or just shows you a different way or something like that, shares with you, shares your own value. Anyway, could initiate some change without doing very much. Okay. But it was only the encouraging thing you needed to hear. You know, it was just the thing that you needed to. It's simplicity. It's what it is. It's simplicity. It's not complicated. Okay. So coming. And this is what I love. This is beautiful, Cancer. So you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Swords, which is interesting because the Knight's back here, and the Star. So the Wheel of Fortune says that the change you want is coming. Okay, the wheel is turning, and the Wheel of Fortune is also a 10. So this is, you know, a cycle coming to an end for you and a new one beginning. And I think it's this. I think it's this cycle coming to an end right here. Okay, because you've sat in this a long time and you're like, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm tired of this. You could have had and done so much, you're thinking, you know, if you didn't have this monkey on your back, you know, if you didn't have this suitcase that you're dragging on wheels that you're dragging behind you everywhere you go, you know, so the thing is it's never too late and the change is coming. The karma you seek is coming. Okay. It's coming around. Okay. I also think also there were some people that you were listening to that you could have created the doubt or the old things going, those old messages. But I think there was also someone, or perhaps it was yourself, seeking answers suddenly. You wanted answers suddenly, of a different kind. And this is when you started getting information, perhaps, to figure out how you can do this. How can I get out of this? How can I change this? You know, you weren't ready to take the action yet. You just needed the information. I need to know how. What's the formula? What's the map? How do I get there? How do I even start? What's step one? You know, is what you needed to seek out first before you were ready to take the action. And then you're ready. You're ready. So here the Page of Swords is you're learning something new. You're educating yourself. This is in a new way. This is in something you don't know, you know, and this is why you're the page, you're novice. This is new knowledge, a new thing before, and a new way of thinking, because you're retraining your brain now, okay? Because our brain is telling us, you need this, you need this, you need this, and you don't need it, you know? So you're retraining your brain to say, I need something new. You know, I'm ready to live. I'm ready to explore. I'm ready to feel, you know? And so it takes practice, because we don't believe, especially something said nice to us, a compliment, like it at first we're like, oh no, and we're embarrassed. We don't know how to take it. It takes a while to feel confident enough to say, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. I love this top too. Ah, that's very nice. And we accept the compliment, you know. So, and what you're doing is healing here. You're shedding old skin. You're pulling those layers off like an onion, and you're realizing who the person is underneath. And here she's presenting herself naked to the universe, to whatever it is that you feel vulnerable to face. And that's what the nakedness means. That so we feel quite vulnerable. You're seeking some sort of temple or new spiritual practice, belief, something that you can, because you're getting rid of something and you have space now to replace it, to fill that space. So, whether you want to start practicing, and I don't want you to think too big on these things. You might take up Buddhism. You might just get up, ring a bell, and say a nice little affirmation to yourself. Simple as that. You might just journal for 5 minutes. You might just go for a walk. You might sing in the shower. I don't know what it is, but you're going to start bringing these things that make you feel good into your life. Not these things, they numbed you. They numbed you. And they held you in a space that kept you numb, but it was still, all the crap and garbage was still there. It's like you're coming out of that matrix trance now, right? You're coming out of that matrix trance and you realize, oh, wow, I've been missing out. So you're ready to transform. You're ready to reinvent yourself here completely. This is beautiful. I love that you have the star here, because I think you've been suffering a lot with whatever you've been beating yourself up, whether it's old messages, because you're quite an incredible person. You're quite magical. You're a manifester. You make things happen. You got to just do this with your own head. You got to think to yourself, Cancer, if this was a friend of yours and they were saying, oh, I'm no good and I can't do, and geez, and I'm not worth it, what would you be saying to them? You wouldn't let them go on talking like that. You'd say, what are you talking about? You're the most impressive person I know. God, you've got 3 things done by the time I've even thought about doing my first one. You know what I mean? Like you would be saying that to them, And so you've got to change. You've got to change that self-talk, as for one thing, You got to change that self-talk. And because there is love out there for you, there is connection, there is give and take and harmony. There's a lot of good things out of here, but there's something you got to cut out of your life, and that's the devil. Whoa! Okay, so that's interesting. It's interesting. Okay. So the first card you have is the Justice, to clarify all this, okay? So you could be involved in the legal system even. You could have spent some time in jail, You could have gotten in some trouble or an unfair situation. But I'm telling you that there's a fair judgment coming in your favor. Things are going to equal out, level out. And that's what might be ending for you, is some sort of sentence, whether you're literally in jail or feel that you were judged in some way, okay? You have the 2 of Wands. It's time to make plans. You have the World. I sense there's some sort of freedom happening for you here, right? You have the world in your hands, and you're sitting there thinking about all that you can do, will do. What will you do? You have a new life beginning. You haven't set out on this yet, but you're thinking about, what can I do? Where can I go? What do I want to, and it's endless. The possibilities are endless. This is what I want to tell you. And you also have the 3 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords says you're still hurt. You're still wounded. You were lied to, hurt, deceived, or something in the past. But you are ready. You're going to start healing, okay? And so that's one of the things as you might begin is this healing journey, this star. being vulnerable, realizing that you might need to take a break and think about what you might want to do or need to do. This could have, I'm not sure if this was family that hurt you or an old relationship or what have you, but I feel like something new is coming in. Partnership, relationship, something here, okay? And maybe before you've been able to lick your wounds completely. I feel like it's coming in rather soon, and you're happy. Like Cancer, you need relationship, you're emotional, you need connection, I know that, but there's something you need to give up for your future relationships to be successful. There's something that you need to leave behind, and and I think you can. I think you can. You need to cut ties. There's some sort of ties you need to cut. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. You need to cut some ties. Okay. So, Fiona,
Yes.
what do you think about that? Hi, Savannah. How you doing? Aw, this is Fiona. That's her name. Oh my goodness, how wonderful to see you. I was just talking to Savannah. What day was it, Savannah? Was that, I'm sorry, I lost track of time. I think it was Monday, maybe. I think it was Monday. And yeah, we were just talking recently. So, hello.
First deck, gateway to gate.
She says hi, Fiona.
Hello, Savannah. Gateway of Light Activation by Kyle Gray. That's for Oracle deck. The second one is by Rebecca I can't talk anymore. Rebecca Campbell, Work Your Light. And then I have an Angel Therapy Healing deck by Doreen Virtue. So let's get this party started for Cancers. My Cancers are the people who feel the feels. Oot, oot. Okay.
It was a couple of days ago. Yeah, I thought so.
Here we go. Memories of Atlantis. Ancestral realm. Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, if you work with crystals, any of my beautiful, like most Cancers are empaths and psychics, like they are walking antennas. High frequency antennas. Pull out your crystals. November is a crystal month. Definitely a crystal month for y'all. We'll get into that in a moment. Yep. Magic month ahead for you guys. Doesn't surprise me this shows up for Cancers. Okay. Cancers. The first card that I get is Memories of Atlantis. Spiritual acceleration, progress, technology. Now with this card, I typically, I go to the binary, the science behind Atlantis. But what I'm getting here is actually the spirit. What's jumping out to me in this card is spiritual acceleration and crystals, because that's what Atlantis is known for, is their work with the crystals. And what's really hopping out to me in this picture is underneath that big kingdom is a whole world underneath that's unseen. I feel like for Cancers, you are literally peeling away the layers, and the true you, your true energy is coming forward in November. It's very indicative of this card here, the star. And you're cutting with the past. And right next to it, the other card you got was the ancestral realm. The ancestral realm. Karmic release, healing the lineage and boundaries. Now, right off the bat, looking at just these two cards together, you would think, with everything, you were going to cut ties with the ancestral. No, it's tap into that ancient wisdom. It's kind of like when I'm working with people who have a witch wound, which is their throat chakra is blocked, and one of their ancestors, either in a past life or an ancestor, was persecuted as a witch or working with the earth, and then they've passed that down to them through their lineage or past lives. Yes, you need to clear the witch wound, like that block. But you also, I feel like you're going to be tapping into that ancient wisdom in November, is really getting into that knowingness, because the bottom two cards, awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. And what's interesting about this card, this person isn't doing anything. They literally are just being. That's why I don't feel like this is already in you. A lot of this is in you. And then it's followed by birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being, which is very similar to the Wheel of Fortune. But the only way for this to happen is changing habits, changing traits, which we saw in the present. So there is clearing required, but it's also looking at the history of what you're clearing. So if you're clearing a witch wound, clearing the witch wound or the past and working through that, but then going back to, what did your ancestors do? Did they work with herbs? Did they work with, did they do birthing? What is it called? People who work birthing. Doulas or
midwife.
Yes, they might have been a midwife as well. Looking at natural approaches to things, like what do you instinctually know a lot about or enjoy? So going into your past for information and releasing the past. And the Atlantean, I really feel like, is being your genuine self and working with crystalline energy and gradually upgrading. But it doesn't mean you're physically, it's kind of, you also mentioned this here, it's like you don't have to run around and do tons of things. You just need to be and be quiet and listen to yourself and take care of yourself and let this work, because you have the tools. Because from the angels, you have meditation, which means they're going to speak to you. But the only way you're going to receive those messages is if you slow down and you're in your natural neutral form. So you can't be numbed by anything. You can't be distracted by anything. You need to be in your true form. And then you'll hear the message, and it will be the message that you need to hear. This is the Miracles card. So the key, yes?
I'm just going to say that you have the Magician up here with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is seeking the messages, seeking the information, seeking the calling, the what should I do? Which way should I go? And you have all the knowledge now. You know what you need to do and all that,
Yeah. So
needs to go.
Definitely. A very, very potent month. So what I'm getting for Cancer for this coming month is a big step back and inward. And do your own clearing, but appreciating the foundations of those that walked ahead and that innate knowledge and information you have. Because it's when we're in our natural neutral form, we can create great things, but we need to be at ease with it. We can't force anything to happen. So yes, that's the Cancer message.
It's cool that they got Atlantis. You got Atlantis Cancer and your water. That's, very strong water energy. And it's like listening to your ancestors from down there, kind of thing. You're the water ancestors in a way, yeah, that is so cool. Well, I hope, let me just see what we have written down here.
Veronica, hi. You'd love a reading. Well, from who? The information is all in the description box below for Fiona or myself. You can contact. And do any of us have a thyroid issue?
No,
No, I don't think so.
no, my thyroid's good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, but thank you very much. I had about a week back, though.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, Cancer, I hope that this helps you on your journey in some way on your path. Fiona and I are both appearing at the Latcham Centre in Port Pery, Ontario on Sunday from 11 to 6 at the Highlights Medium Magical Psychic Fair.
The Highlights Psychic Medium Fair.
Thank you. That what she said. This weekend on Sunday. And so we're there with other psychics and mediums and tea leaf readers and other people in this line of work. So I'd love to see you there. If you're in the area, please stop in to see either one of us or anything there. There'll be crystals and rocks and jewelry.
Day of the Dead.
It's the Day of the Dead, the Samhain. And I'm going to dress up because it's really my only chance to. And I love dressing up for around that time. And it's a very magical time. I'm loving it. Anyway, hope to see you there if you can. If this resonates for you, comment in the future. You know, I'd like to see how it resonates for you. If possible from you. Tink. Oh, okay. Well, Veronica, just email me in the information below and we'll set up a time together and we'll connect for sure. Okay. I would love to. So guys, have a really great day and I'll talk to you soon. I probably will do a couple more videos tomorrow will be the next installment. So have a great day and a great night. Talk to you soon. Thanks for joining us, by the way. I really appreciate that. Bye now.